Shanti, Shanti,
I'm Kat, and I did my yoga teacher training at Nydum in November 2021.
This is Karin from Austria speaking. I attended the 200 hours yoga teacher training about a year ago in July 2021.
I'm Lottie, and I did my 200-hour yoga teacher training at Nydum in September 2021.
I'm Adigoni. I did the teacher training at Nydum last November.
Om Shanti, Shanti.
I thought that maybe I could spend time doing something that I love doing, and that's yoga. And so I started looking into teacher trainings, and I found the one at Nydum. My expectations were to meet like-minded people, to be surrounded by a group of people that like the same things, that are interested in the same things, and maybe learn from them, from the other students as well, deepen my own practice, because at the teacher training you have to do it every day, and you put yourself in this routine where you do the same things again and again, and that gives you the opportunity to really pay attention to every single thing that you're doing. And also, obviously, I wanted to learn how to teach, how to guide other people through their practice, and yeah.
The space and the people at Nydum, they just offered this perfect learning space where you can really lean back, be yourself, discover what you can do, and find out your own resilience strategies.
I had been practicing yoga for a while, and I just wanted to improve my own yoga practice. And I wanted to be more connected with myself, with my own body, knowing even better how to adapt during the postures, and becoming more mindful. And I thought just getting even deeper practice and guidance, in addition to my general classes and my general practice. And so that was my initial motivation as a background.
And the reason that I decided to do the yoga teacher training was that it was something that had been on my mind for a while, because going to regular yoga classes and then also doing them online during Corona, I felt like there was a lot that could not be transmitted in those 60 or 90-minute classes. And there was just more to it that I wanted to learn about, such as where this whole practice comes from and the philosophy behind it, and just understanding how it works a little bit better. And another reason that I really wanted to do the training was that going to yoga classes did a lot for me personally in terms of my mental health, and just that feeling of everything seeming okay in Shavasana, and just the peace that comes with practicing regularly, is a feeling that I wanted to share with other people. And
Om Shanti, Shanti.
my own practice has also changed a lot since doing the training, because I really got used to doing several hours of yoga almost every single day, and just the fact that we got up every single morning, or almost every single morning, to practice ashtanga without questioning it, just waking up and going to the mat to practice, really kind of got into my rhythm, and it helped me work through a lot of mental processes, or become aware of them, like inner dialogues of trying to push myself too hard maybe sometimes, or realizing when I should push myself a little bit harder, and just practicing that same sequence over and over again definitely also really helped me understand it better and understand each individual posture better.
The team was amazing. I actually fell in love with ashtanga, I gotta say. As exhausting as it is, I highly recommend it.
My practice changed a lot after the teacher training. I became a lot more aware of my breath. I no longer hold my breath in all of the challenging postures. I try to keep my breath going, and also I pay a lot more attention to what's happening with my body, to my alignment. I'm not just focusing on one part of the body, and yeah.
So my practice really started to be more with ease than with this narrow-minded, I have to do it.
Om Shanti Shanti.
Ashtanga flow classes, but also sometimes jump in for the Mysore if I'm needed. And that for me really is somehow another dimension of yoga.
I have much more fun doing the Ashtanga primary series than I did before, because especially when doing the jump throughs and jump backs, that can be the tricky part, right? And in these moments, there's always the voice from one of our teachers in my mind: lift your body up. And the energy drives, and my smile starts to rise, and everything starts to flow again. So
it turned out to even be my favorite classes, like the lead ones. I really enjoyed everyone in this Ashtanga practice and the flow of the primary series.
I think it was the adjustment classes that we did near the end. I had never done anything like that before, and I think that it was very interesting because we got the opportunity to work on pretty much every other student. So we got to see what an adjustment may look and feel like for someone who has, when we're working with someone who has the same body type that we do, and then when you're working with somebody who's way taller and bigger than you, we got to see that maybe you need to position yourself in a different way, or maybe use more of your weight. And that was very, very interesting and a lot of fun, and we all enjoyed doing the adjustments but also receiving the adjustments. That felt very good.
Om Shanti Shanti.
And I'm also very lucky that I'm teaching in a very small studio, because here in Berlin especially, I feel like yoga classes or big yoga classes can very quickly get very anonymous. So I'm really enjoying the small scale of it, and I also have the opportunity to start teaching yin yoga, which is something that I guess I was not specifically trained for, but something that I do enjoy.
I'm not currently I'm not teaching regularly, but it's fine to have it as a backup plan.
As I said, my main motivation was doing it for myself, so I haven't taught too much since. It's more something I consider also like more professionally for the future. Just doesn't fit into my life or my schedule right now, but I have taught to a couple of friends, and I keep improving my own practice, and it has definitely helped me also for my own yoga practice, my own mindfulness, my own body awareness and consciousness.
I'm not teaching regularly now. A couple of months after I finished the teacher training, I got to go to Germany to an Ayurveda hotel, and I spent a little over a month there. It was a volunteer position, but I got to teach 2 classes a day and a meditation class every day, and that was an amazing experience, and I would have never gotten the opportunity to do that without my training.
Om Shanti Shanti.
The food was amazing. I don't think that any of us will ever forget how amazing the food that we ate at Nydum was. We kept talking about it and thinking about it all day long. I still think about it sometimes, and I look at the photos and I miss it so much. It was very colorful. It was different every day. And yet there were some dishes that we really loved, and we asked the staff to do them again and again, and she listened to us, and she tried to take care of us, give us all the things that we needed to be able to work out every day and to have energy. And as for the house, it is in such a peaceful area, and you can just walk around, take a walk at the beach. You can lay your mat out on the garden and just look at the sky. It's all very peaceful and quiet, and it was really nice that we, even though we didn't all share the same room, obviously, we shared the same house, so it was just 2 floors, and we were all together, and it was nice that we got to go through every single part of our day together. We had this huge dining table, so we shared every meal, and we had the sala, and we all practiced together there, and it was nice that we went through every single step all together.
My highlights of Nydum were definitely, first of all, the food cooked by Anna. It was 10 out of 10. Despite all the workouts, I probably even still put on weight because it was so good and we couldn't stop eating. The view, I loved the view. I gotta say, it was stunning. Even though we were super unlucky with the weather, we had a lot of rain, we had a lot of, storm, whatever. It was still great, and we still had a beautiful time. And on Sundays went to the beach and to the water, and loved it. And we even went for cold dips in the pool, so that was fun.
Of course, I expected to have beautiful scenery, beautiful landscape, having a view over the sea, but Nydum just offers more than that. It gives you the opportunity to get to know beautiful souls, to learn about yourself, to experience what life is about. And if you're ready to experience that, don't hesitate and just apply and go to Nydum. Namaste.
We were always given enough food, which was always super tasty and very colorful. And also in terms of accommodation, I think it was very nice that, we had that whole house to ourselves. Although I personally, because I had been camping the months before that, asked if I could put up my tent also somewhere in the garden, which was no problem at all.
So I highly recommend it, actually, and I would definitely do it again. As exhausting as it seemed to be and exhausting as it was, the experience with the group and with the yoga teachers as well, I highly recommend it. And I'm very grateful for the experience. And if you are thinking about doing it, do it. You won't regret. And even if it's just for yourself, for your own mindfulness of just being there, totally shutting off the world and just connecting with yourself, do yourself the favor.
Om Shanti.